how relaxing it is out here on the cruise days. We're approaching port, along with the waves. Oh, it's nice and calming. Hello! It might be a little late for introductions, but in today's video, we will be talking about these 3 Carnival cruise ships. All from the first cruise ship I've made, which is this one, to the final cruise ship I've made, which is, I think, in terms of time, I think it was this one. So, let's get started. I'm gonna first talk about this one. This one here is the first cruise ship I've made. This cruise ship here is the Carnival Vista. I was on the cruise Carnival Vista some year ago, and I really wanted to make a cruise ship in Trailmakers since I had it. So when I came home, this was probably the first things I would do, was to make a cruise ship. Now, it came out like this. It's not the best thing in the world, I can tell you that. All these hull blocks. I chose the hull blocks because it was probably the easiest thing I could do. And I didn't want to lay out all the flat blocks like this, normally. You know, like all the rectangle pieces, whatever these things are called. Oh god, that's blinding. But this is a really big, not very detailed version. My first try at making a cruise ship. It is the most stablest out of them all right now. There are no gyro stabilizers on this thing, so it's pure flotation. As you can see on the bottom here, there are a bunch of weights. Along with that are a bunch of... I think I've made a recent change where it used to have these normal boat engines, but now they're replaced with mostly these outboard boat engines. So I've made a adjustment maybe recently in the past year, because I remember pulling this back out again just to change a few things. So back here are the smokestacks. I've made a couple adjustments to this design before, as you can see on the other ones here. There are smokestacks on this version. The other 2 versions, they didn't have the smokestacks, which was like a kind of a, oh, I can't put smokestacks on this thing anymore. But that's fine, because I've made very good adjustments to the other design, so I just don't think I need to add the smoke part to it. It looks really, really good. I really like this smokestack, but the thing is, it was just too wide for the cruise ship I was making, so I just chose to abandon it. So, let me talk to you about the Lido deck. So, over here is the Carnival Vista screen. There should be a big black box in the middle of it, but I chose not to, because I was immature, and I didn't know how to use decals. Not very well, at least. I don't think I had a decal pack, so I only had the default ones at the time, but this is all I could do. No, I did have a decal pack. Look at this. There's a circle. It's not well aligned, but it's a circle. I think this was when I was using my Xbox, so controller is hard. So, don't expect the best out of me using a controller. The front here is a clear box with nothing in it. I assumed I was going to make it, like, a little larger, but then the size restrictions stopped me. So, this is the best I could do at the time. Yeah, this one has 4 horns on the front, so that's why this is here. The magnets here are for what I recall was the campaign mode at the time, which was high seas. This cruise ship kept flopping over, so I just decided not to. Not to use this one for the cruise, for the game mode. I still haven't completed that game mode, by the way. I plan to do it, but maybe not now. This over here, I'm gonna start with this one because I feel like it's gonna be a little easier to explain. Let me show you guys. So this thing here is the Carnival cruise ship the Carnival Jubilee game, I wanted to show you guys something so you can see my desktop here. This is the thing I modeled it after. It was on the Jubilee, let me see, the Jubilee, on the current zone. Basically, it's this ginormous area in the center near the edge of the cruise ship, because you can see the outside. So it's somewhere on the cruise ship, where they had these big panels that showed cool things going on the side of it. And I chose that I wanted to make this thing because I thought it would be cool looking. Because like, why not? So I built it, and here it is. So it came to real life. It's a good working sub. It works. I'll show you guys in a minute once I finish talking about all the cruise ships. This gyro stabilizer was here to keep the whole thing stable so that it doesn't randomly tip over or flip upwards. Because of how sharp this angle is on the front, the whole submarine would just start going upwards, like out of the water, or just sink in a weird way. I also think I did change this. This used to be a propeller engine in the back, but I changed it to this actual engine recently when the new update came out. So it is a little recently updated. There's a lot of engines and buoyancy on the outside, and there's a slightly newer design for the smokestack. And on the inside of this thing, like the other one, it has a horn. So this one has horn, only 2 or 1. Only 2. Only 2 horns at the bottom. The gyro stabilizers really helped with this one, because they kept it stable inside the water. Okay, time to go to the actual cruise ship looking thing. So this is the Carnival Jubilee. I grouped these two together here, the submarine and the cruise ship, because they are very close together in terms of where they originated from. I had a bunch of these model images of Carnival Jubilee, so I just decided to use those instead of real reference photos, because they're a lot easier to use, since I just took a lot of photos of the display model on the center of the ship. So this is what we got here now. The coloring on the side is I just recently realized it was wrong. The whole side here is supposed to be blue. It's not supposed to have red and blue here, so that was a mistake I made. But yeah, that's about it for the mistakes. Maybe the glass panes not being straight, but I just ruined it for you, so hell. But for the most part, the smokestack is about the same. I don't think I've made too many improvements. I just made it a little smaller, because the one on the ship over here is a lot longer. On the submarine is a lot longer. And the one back there is just 10 times bigger. Well, maybe not 10 times, maybe like 2 times. But over here on this one, you can see the outside rim is red, with a little bit of weird pupilism. There's only 1 horn in this one to save complexity, so it's a little quiet. I added these actually today, because I saw that it wasn't up to par, which was just a complexity issue. So now it works. You can see this is the screen on the Lido deck, with the pool as a decal and everything. There's the front thing, whatever this is called, the control area. It looks a lot nicer than the other one. It's not completely flat, and it actually looks much better than the old one. I wish they had control smoothing, because the jolting is a little bad. On the front here is whatever this thing is called. but there's supposed to be a pool here. I think I just forgot to add a decal. You can see here is the thing on cruise ships on the front, where it points out and then everything. That was the weirdest thing to do. I think the most hardest thing on this thing for me to do personally would be the paint, because you have to do all the decals so precisely, so like very precisely. And this is a lifeboat. It does not detach, by the way, due to complexity restraints. So everything's due to complexity restraints. Now, the outboard engines were supposed to be the only engines on this thing, but it was just too weak. They couldn't go above 1 mile per hour. They kind of suck. And I put these on backwards, so they can actually be real engines. So I added these. On the slightly older version before the one that was edited today, I had the submarine engines that looked like the torpedoes, but they were just a little weak. They couldn't get it up to speed, so I just used these ones instead. There are gyros in this thing, since it is very top heavy. There are only a few of these hull pieces to keep it down, so it's kind of weak. It wobbles a lot front and back, but I don't want it to like keep twisting twisting left and right while it does things, because I don't like it doing this thing, flopping around. So it's very disorienting when it does that, so I just don't like it. So I have added a bunch of those gyro stabilizers. For me, I think this one's the best looking one, because I like it a lot. Maybe too much. It looks really good. I don't know about you guys, but I think I like it a lot. Design wise, yes, I took a lot of time on the front and the back ends for it, because it looked very good and realistic. So I decided, yeah, I should choose a good way to do this. I don't know why I didn't turn off the UI. That was dumb of me. Anyways, I will test out this one first. Hopefully the time limit doesn't go up on those blocks. This one has a higher turning ratio, by the way. As you can see, none of the engines are moving for some reason, but the hinges work, so that's fine. So we're going up against these waves. I pray that I don't flip over. You can see how much wobbling it is. I hate it. The wobbling is so distracting. I don't like the wobbling. The wobbling is horrible. And I just realized the screen is over there. The screen was unseeable because of reflections and the door. So I forgot to mention that. So now this is testing, and I forgot to mention that this is testing time. It is pretty agile, I will say. This is my first time touching this thing in a while. It is pretty agile, much more agile than the other cruise ship. I can tell you that for sure. As you saw in the intro, I think you saw that in the intro. It didn't turn 90 degree very well, so this is a little unrealistic. This thing goes at 24 miles per hour, 23 miles per hour maximum, which is equivalent to around 20 something knots. Because I had to look it up a little bit, so yeah. Yay. There's another door at the bottom here. Forgot to mention that. So, oops. Okay. Oopsie. Well, we're going in this thing next. Anyways, let me remember the controls. So, this is the submarine. It can go into the water at 24 miles per hour. I just realized these all go at the same speed. 24 24 miles per hour, which is weird to me personally. Yeah, see, it's going upwards. I don't know what the problem is. Maybe it's that. No. Yeah, it's just the aerodynamics, I think. So, it works pretty well. What does Z do? I don't think Z does anything. Oops. It controls pretty well. And I'm gonna go dolphin mode. Dolphin mode. Yeah! Okay. Well, good try. Good try. Dolphin. Where do you get inspiration with this? I just got it off of a ship. Okay. So, we're going to go up against the waves. This thing goes at a top speed of 24 miles per hour with the new engines. Last time it could only go 10. And with a little bit of modifying, it could go up to about like 14, 15 miles per hour without the new engines on the bottom here. So, yeah, not great. Now it goes up to 24 miles per hour with the new adjustments I made. Hear it. Listen. It's a horn. Anyways, we got the cruise ship here. Struggling to move a little. Not really. It isn't wobbling around as much. There's a slight tilt, but I think that's about it. And that is me intentionally trying to make it tilt. So I don't think it has a problem with tilting. The biggest problem I think is with turning. Look at that turn ratio. That is not fast whatsoever. Oh my. Just like a real cruise ship, the turn ratios are awful. On real cruise ships, they have to take it slow. Because their turn ratios... Well, I mean, it's a cruise ship, it's a boat. I mean, it's not supposed to turn well. In a jet ski, it's like the complete opposite. You have no control over turning. So, well, yeah, you have some control in those things. In the jet skis, I think. Yeah. Well, I mean, this is a cruise ship. You're not really getting anywhere fast. The waves are nice. It's calming. Soothing. Let the sounds of the pre-recorded waters soothe you. Oh yay, the engines are working again. I did put some paint on them so they look a little weird. When I was doing decaling for this. Oh, and also you can walk on this. I mean, of course you can. The inside of this thing is nothing special. I did move the engine, the seat, really high on this thing, so I could just pop out without breaking it. That's the main flaw with this. Not this one. This one was if I wanted to sit in it and I wanted to get out, I would have to break this little hole here and then get in and out. So that was the biggest problem with this one. Again, another problem would be the tilt and how not great it looks. So, I mean, not something I could solve with this easily. I would have to replace all the blocks here. So, okay, let me show you this thing inside the builder. So, at 700 complexity, it is not much bigger than this other one. I mean, yeah, it is about the same size. Maybe this one's just slightly wider. How complex is one of these? There's only one complexity. Why is it so complex? That is weird. Alright. Yeah, see? Breaking holes, my man. So, this one, that lag, is only 353, and there's a lot of weird design choices I made on this thing. So, I don't remember why I put space thruster there. Let me just take this thing out. In here, there should be nothing on the inside, nothing very interesting. Oh, I also used this toggle mechanism. I forgot what it was to toggle. There's no reason for this to be here done. Yeah, it does nothing. Alright. So, yeah. It's great. I think this one is my best one. The biggest and bestest ship I've made throughout my years. Yeah, it's a good ship. Now, time to put it up against the waves. Intense waves. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go send out the cruise ship to die. I mean, that's not bad. It works fine. I wanna put it up with those waves. Come on now. One final question for you guys. Have you ever been on a cruise ship? Yes or no? And name one experience, one weird experience you had on your cruise ship. Leave that in the comments below. Plus a suggestion if you want. Or if you have any. I guess that's it for today's video. If you liked today's video and you liked my Jubilee cruise ship, don't forget to go like and subscribe. Comment down below any suggestions for any of my 300 plus builds that you want to see. And if you want to see me do anything with this thing, leave a comment on this video about what I should do with this cruise ship or any of my other builds in my other videos that you should definitely go watch. Thank you guys for watching.